Hi, it's Catherine. I am in San Francisco in the city at the Hotel Triton, but I want to keep up with my schedule of doing a video every Thursday. So I am literally bringing you my exact weight loss plateau busting menu for the carnivore diet. So I managed to get to 124. So I had kind of adjusted my normal menu in order to lose weight, break a plateau, and this works great for weight loss. So my typical carnivore menu does include bacon and sometimes cheese. So I made some adjustments and this is what they are. And I also want to discuss a little bit of, is it carnivore or is it calories in, calories out? And I just want to tell you exactly how many calories I was consuming and kind of my nutrition breakdown so you have an idea of what is working. I have a philosophy. So I lost over 60 pounds over 14 years ago, and I believe that it's both CICO, calories in, calories out, and what you eat. And here's my philosophy. What you eat controls how much you eat. So the idea is that if you want to get in a deficit and stay there to release fat and to lose weight, you have to be eating the right quality of foods in order to manage quantity. So I want to tell you specifically and exactly what I was eating, and then I will go back and I will post this menu in the notes when I get home to Sonora. All right, so here is the exact menu. This is what I was eating in a day, which allowed me to get off my plateau and lose weight. A little information, I am 5'1", 124 pounds. So I am a very small person. I don't need to consume a lot of energy. So be aware, this is for a 5'1" post-menopausal woman. All right, whole eggs, 5 a day. Beef, chuck steak, chuck eye steaks, 6 ounces. Salmon, 4 ounces, and that's wild canned salmon, very economical. Butter, 2.5 pats of butter for cooking in. Cream, heavy cream, fluid ounces, 4 fluid ounces. 2 tablespoons of whipped cream cheese, 1 tablespoon of dry cocoa, a tablespoon of lemon juice, and a tablespoon of vinegar. So that is a total of 1,357 calories, 100 grams of fat, 97 grams of protein, and 12.4 grams of carbs. There are some carbs in the eggs, a little bit in the cocoa. And so that cocoa, the cream cheese, and the whipped cream, right, that is actually a little dessert that I have every day that I find is incredibly effective for managing appetite and just making me feel very nourished and satisfied and happy. So breakfast would be, every day would be about 2.5 scrambled eggs, 3 scrambled eggs, and the salmon. Very, very filling. Oh my goodness, I was so full until lunchtime, which would be that 6 ounces of beef and the rest of the eggs, and then that little chocolate dessert at about 2:30 in the afternoon, and then I am done. So what this does, this menu allows effortless intermittent fasting. I almost don't want to call it intermittent fasting because it was effortless. The concept of fasting, I think, sometimes implies effort. No, for me, it just happens naturally. So I just kind of want to make a pitch for this scrambled eggs and salmon breakfast. So I'm on this forum, Carnivore Women, on Facebook, and people do talk about, my weight loss is stalled, what do I do? I have found that if you're doing this wild salmon and scrambled eggs in the morning, it's amazing. It is filling, it is satisfying, it is energizing, and I'm not quite sure what the mechanism is. Maybe it's the extra omega-3s that we're getting from the salmon. I'm not quite sure. I do know maybe there's a calorie aspect to it and that the salmon might be a little bit lower in calories. For me, I think this is what's happening. I think that I broke through because I substituted salmon for bacon. So I think this is the most important takeaway I want to give to you if you're a menopausal woman doing carnivore, but if you're anyone doing carnivore for weight loss, is that if you're stalling with bacon and cheese, I found replacing it with wild salmon made a huge difference. And then another little pitch, the canned wild salmon that Bumblebee is putting out now. It's a wild salmon, it's in a single serving can, just salmon and water, not expensive. Prices are going up. So you can have this serving of salmon for half the cost of a serving of beef. So if you're trying to save money, this might be a really good way to save money on carnivore. And so I think that that is the point, this idea of I love bacon in my lifestyle plan. I'm in San Francisco now, so what am I having when I'm on the road? I've got bacon with me. I pre-cook bacon and I put it in a little cooler bag, and I also have the mini Bonbell cheeses. And I literally, we were on the road, and that was my meal last night, and that's what I had for breakfast. And as you can see, I am jazzed, I am full, I am ready to go, have a great day of sightseeing, having fun with my son and his daughter, and I just can't wait to get out there and have a good time. And then we're gonna go to dinner tonight, and my son and my daughter, and his girlfriend are like, well, do you want to pick the restaurant? And I said, no, any place is going to have meat. So pick whatever you want, and I will find a way to have a serving of meat, and we will just have a good time. And the great thing about being carnivore is that food takes a very different place in my life now. It is simply fuel for enjoying life. So, my kids are young, they're normies, they can kind of eat whatever they want. That's fine. I'm going to go out with them, let them enjoy the culinary delights of San Francisco. For example, if they want to go to a sushi restaurant, I can have sashimi. If they want to go to any other restaurant, I'm sure that there's going to have meat, as long as it's not a vegan restaurant. So there's that idea for travel. For me, I take pre-cooked bacon and I take cheese with me. And the other one is pretty much any restaurant you go to is going to have meat of some kind, even if you have to eat it out of the salad. So don't sweat the small stuff. Out there, enjoy your life. But so important. Everybody wants to know, is it really the calories or is it the content? I believe that content controls calories. So if you're picking the right foods for you, you're going to be able to stay in that deficit long term, like me, lose 60 pounds, keep them off, and then continue. If you do happen to go up a little bit, if I go up 5 pounds, I can substitute bacon and cheese for salmon, drop it back down, and then enjoy salmon and cheese again once I get back into that happy place. So finally, we've got eggs, beef, salmon, butter, cream, cheese, cocoa, a little bit of lemon juice, and a little bit of apple cider vinegar, coming out to 1,357 calories for the whole day for a very small woman at 58 years old. Thank you for tuning in, and I'm going to get out there into the city and have a good time. Until next time, be well, eat for yourself, and come back and see me here on the Sugar Freedom Channel. Take care, everybody.